This past year, once again, we had a movie that surpassed all the records, broke everything. The Avenger Endgame movie had surpassed all sale records and movie-going records and everything else. And so we had this big, epic, cinematic movie that took place just in the past year. And it's an amazing thing when you think about, all that went into that. Of course, if you're a Marvel fan, you must wait to the very end to see if there's an end scene, right? And it's amazing as you're watching all those credits go by and all these people. And of course, you're sitting there as a captive audience, so you got to try to read as many of them as you can. And there's all these names you've never heard of, as well as positions you've never heard of. What in the world is grip number 17? I have no idea. But you're looking at all of these kind of people that came together, that this epic movie would not have been in existence had it not been for all of those people who brought their contribution to that movie. But see, what many of us are trying to do is we so want to exalt ourselves and make life about us that we're actually captivated by our own little YouTube video. And we're wrapped up in our heads about what am I going to do next to shock jock everybody and get the attention on me, hoping I can get 7 more likes. And so we live this life of what can I put on social media and what can I do to bolster up to make me feel better about myself. And the reality is we'll never find satisfaction until we find our place as grip number 17 or whatever it is that God's called us to do. You don't have to be the Star-Lord. All you've got to be is in the credits of you are part of the masterpiece that God is creating on the earth. Whose story, whose movie are you living in? And that challenge is always before us. Will we captivate and live in what God's called us to be and be satisfied with who God's called us to be, knowing that we're making our mark and putting our piece and recognizing that the epic climax of the ages, which is coming, you don't have to have faith for it. It's coming. The Bible calls it our hope. You don't even need to believe for it. God's already going to do it, even if you go, well, I don't believe in that. Too bad. It's still going to happen. And when it does, when the eastern sky splits, do you want to be the guy who's listed in the credits as grip number 17? Or do you want to be the guy who's still trying to make his YouTube video over here going, oh, what was that? The sky split? And see, that's the challenge that's always before us. The world, the devil, the enemies of our life, the flesh is always trying to pull us aside saying, listen, I've got so much to satisfy your life with. But the truth is it's all lies and hollow. The real satisfaction comes when we fit in who we are in Christ. When we sit in that seat and go, I am a child of God. This is who God's called me to be.